Hey guys, want to give a quick shout out to the first 5 people that commented on my last video. Sparta Dofus Touch, Barry Bomber, LV, Edgar Alvarez, and Sam RYT. Leave a like and a comment down below, guys. Any questions you have, please let me know. Subscribe. Thank you. Alright guys, we are back with another video. I know it's been a little while, but work's been pretty crazy lately, so I haven't been able to play that much. But I have for you today what I think most people are calling, because most people know about it already. I'm just bringing it to the channel. This is the anti-meta set. So let me show you guys why I'm calling it the anti-meta set. So, you know, nowadays everybody's going crit. Everybody's going crit damage. And this set alone gives you 120 crit res. That is pretty nice. Pretty nice. And then if you add the crit shield to it, which gives you, I believe, another 40 if someone lands a crit on you, you end up with 160 critical res. It is the anti-crit set, the anti-meta set. So we're going to end up with 5,000 vit, 11 AP, 6 MP, 3.1 in initiative, which is pretty nice, 6 range, 3 summon, and then 1.3 in vit. I mean, my bad, 1.3 in strength. Let me see if we have any power in this. We don't have any power, so that is what we're going to end up with. 1.3 and 47 in strength, which is really nice because the set does have crits in it, so you are able to crit, guys. We have 39 crits. Our lock is 17, which is not good, but our dodge is 35, which is not good either. But we're a sac, so we're meant to get in people's faces. The only thing we're not able to do is lock, but with Sacrier's foot we're able to take away lock, so it evens out here and there. Our neutral damage is going to be 116. Our earth damage, my bad, is 144, which is pretty nice. And our reses look decent. We have 0 in neutral res, which that's the only negative of the set. 31 in earth res, 30 in fire res, 35 in water res, and then 27 in air res. So the reses are all above 25. With maybe a little bit more maging, you could get the air up to 30 as well. I don't think, for me personally, it's worth it, but you could theoretically. And again, guys, the critical res is going to be 120. With the shield, you're adding an additional 40. So this is the set, guys. See this shield right here? I don't think it shows us exactly, but I believe it gives us 40 when someone lands a crit on us. Let me clarify that real quick, because I just got out of a Kalo, and he was critting every time. Yeah, so we gain 40 critical resistance when someone hits us. This is our hat. I have it EXO 20 in strength. I am looking to change it into an overvit one. The only reason I haven't done it is because the market is crazy right now, and then I also want one that has most of the critical res there, like this one does. It has 23 out of 25, which helps out drastically. Our axe, which is EXO range and EXO vit, I believe, yes, it is missing 1 neutral damage, which is fine. Considering it does have EXO vit and an EXO range. I believe it's EXO, I think that's 70 in vit, which is decent. It's missing 10 critical res, but it has 20, which is nice. Like I said, guys, it's missing all the lock, but with everything else that it gives, I don't mind it at all. Our cloak, which is 3% EXO res, this is the classic cloak, MP cloak of 1,000 excuses. Everyone uses it. Our pet, which is the strength mount, it gives you 160 in strength and takes away 100 health. We also have the legendary axe at level 15, so it gives us an additional 90 strength and 8 damage. Our boots, which again I would like to get over Vit, but like I don't want to spend money on switching pieces of the set when these pieces are just fine. I would like it Exo Vit, but I'll just keep it Exo Strength for now. It really doesn't hurt. The Exo Vit is a little nicer, but we'll see what happens. It's perfect, basically. Has all the reses in there. The AP parry is almost all the way in there. The dodge is decent. The initiative, I'm only missing 4. Pretty nice. Right here, I have the belt. It's only Exo 46 in Vit. This belt is really hard to mage. And I got it for cheap on top of that with all the critical res in there. So I took it. It was, I'm not missing that much. And it's 46 Exo Vit, which is pretty nice. Our AP Exo, which is the Brucey ring. You guys have seen it on the channel. I believe it's very decent. It has all the damages, which is what you need. Our MP Exo, which is Exo MP and Exo 55 in Vit. It is missing a summon, a neutral damage, and an earth damage. But considering it gives me a little bit more extra Vit, I took it. I believe I got this on a deal. So, and then this right here is Exo 97 in Vit, with everything I believe looking pretty decent. All the damages are there and things like that. These are the Dofuses we're running. I am running the Dorigami. It gives you 35 critical res. The only negative I would say is that I am also using this set to crit, which is why I had the turquoise. But I don't see that much of a difference. Yes, when I crit and it's like turn 5, you're still hitting pretty strong. I have it on here because, like I said, guys, it is the anti-meta set. I had the Dolmenax, which gives us 60 to everything. The Ochre, obviously the turquoise, the ice, and the emerald. Let's take a look at the damages real quick. We'll do this quick because I do have some Kalos to show you guys as well. And show you guys the actual full damage that it can do, obviously, because people are hitting me and that's how a sack buffs. Now let's show you. There you go. So with our weapon, with some power from the punishment and weapon skill, you're looking at 1,100, and if we crit, 1,376, which is pretty nice. For the most part, we are critting with this set. Obviously, there's going to be those one-offs where you don't crit, but for the most part, we are critting. The damage is very decent. You guys see here, Sacrier's foot, it goes from 569 all the way to 618 if you crit. Coagulation, which gives you shield, you get half of the shield that you damage. It goes from 657 all the way to 757, which is pretty nice. You do end up getting a bunch of shield from this as well. You see there, off of no one damaging us, we get 370 shield out of it. Condensation gets you 569 all the way to 653, which is decent. And the move we barely ever use, Influx, they should change the spell. It should give you something, because there's no positive to using it. I'd rather use any other spell we have. It goes from 575 all the way to 634, which is nice as well. Let's see if we can crit with the weapon. There you go, a nice crit for you guys, 1,365. And then our retribution, which goes from 820 all the way to 928 if we crit. And like I said, guys, that right there shows you we crit for the most part. And that's about it. Let's go to the Kalos now. All right, we're here with our first Kalo. This one is a little interesting. I didn't think that I would actually get people that right off the bat that were full crit. And this is a full crit Yop, which is perfect to test the setup up against. I believe he's running the power set, which gives you crit damage. He probably is running something like that just because of that negative critical damage, that 32 to the critical damage. So first turn here, what I do is I obviously throw my exaltation, my punishments, summon the sword. Sorry, guys. And jump up close to him, add MP. That way I could do some damage to him. Didn't end up doing that much damage, but hey, it was something for the beginning of the fight. He charged. Him that first turn. He charged up that that intel move that does more damage over every time you do it, something like that. I've never played Yop, so I'm not too sure what the moves are. He adds power here. You see he crits. He does 596. He doesn't crit on this one. He does 393. And then he crits on this last one, and it drops dramatically. It's at 316. I mean 416. So you guys see there. I run up to him. I weapon him, and it crits. I managed to do 959, and then I add some shield with coagulation, and then I believe I Sacrier's foot at the end here, and I actually crit on my Chaffer, which is pretty nice. That way I'm able to take away MP from the opponent, and he's not able to run away. Right here he does a good job. He heals off both of us. He does that final Sword of Faith move, does a decent chunk of damage, and then he duels. I see there that I'm not sure how duel works now, but he added actually 500 shield, which I was kind of surprised to see. I thought it was only 200, but maybe they changed something that I don't know about. But towards the end, what I do is I Retribution, I weapon, and then I deal coagulation, I believe, and did my full combo and managed to finish him off. My Lancer actually goes and deals the final hit. I write GG's, he writes GG's. It was a good fight. Now on to the next fight here. The next fight is what you expect. It's a sack. Kalo right now is running rampant with sacks, mask, and echas. I remember, I think this time last year, I believe, there wasn't that many sacks because of how the VIP punishment worked. It reduced your damage. So people weren't really running sacks. Ever since they changed that, they became basically meta, which is what I like to call it. I believe this is one of those full crit sacks that has that new set that deals a lot of damage, a lot of crit. So I was able to really take advantage of the set. You guys can see here, he crit on me. I added that 40 crit res with the shield, and you guys see here, I weapon him. I weapon skill, deal damage. The set still hits hard. Like I said, it crits. It still crits. It hits hard. You're still getting very nice damage from the set. I should have did a coagulation there. I don't know why I didn't. The way I did. I mean the other one that, or I could have healed off of both of them. Anyways, you learn stuff when you see your matches. He does his full combo, crits. You see, guys, you see there, he deals less damage, which is pretty nice. Again, you're able to avoid all that higher tier damage that those new sets are able to put out, especially when that new crit set deals tremendous amounts of damage. And I'm able to crit myself. You guys see there, I hit him with my weapon, and I hit 1.2, I believe, which is pretty nice. I was able to recover. Here, he Sacrier's foots the most that he can. But like I said, I'm for the most part, I'm eating those crits. He probably did not expect that. He heals himself with the sword. I did a Retribution, I believe. Yeah, you guys see there, I deal 1,100. I crit with my weapon, deal another 1,266, and then I coagulation to add some shield for 562. So you guys see there, the set does have decent damage. He has reses. He has 35% res, so I'm still dealing amazing damage while avoiding all of his damage. Here, the Chaffer betrayed him. It ran to him. It left me easy access to heal off of him and the Chaffer, which is what I want to see. I love doing a Sacrier's foot, and I'm able to heal off multiple things. You guys see there, I heal myself. I hit him with, I believe I hit him with a weapon. I end up hitting him with a weapon. Yeah, I think so. And then he writes here, I'm not sure, oh no, I ended up healing, my bad. He writes here, increíble que me gane un invisible. I don't know. I don't know exactly what he said, but he basically said that he he beat a chance. I don't know if someone could pause that and translate it for me fully. Like I said, I do speak Spanish, but sometimes I can't understand certain ways that they write stuff because of the lingo. You know, Spanish has different types of lingos. I'm Puerto Rican, so Puerto Rican Spanish is way different than other types of Spanish. I understand it, like I said, but sometimes those words, when they try to say certain things, I just don't understand. And right here, I add power punishment, hit him with my retribution, and I believe I finish him off here with the weapon. So you see, guys, the damage is there. This is not a set that lacks in damage. Right here, I'm versing an Eka. And it turned out to be an Agi Eka, which is pretty nice. The only bad thing is that Agi Ekas for the most part don't depend on crits. So, but I get to show you that the set still works. I'm still able to heal very nicely. Still able to deal decent amount of damage. It still works. Like I said, it still works, guys. He has 35%. No, or is that me? I believe that was him. He has 5k vit, 35% res to earth. So the cards are really stacked against me. But like I said, the set works. It does the job. I buffed myself there with some Furies. That way, because he added AP and thought that I was going to run up to him. Why would I run up all the way to you and get all that damage dealt on me? That doesn't make sense. I would have played a little more. You know, Echoes for the most part, they're just going to rely on that one-trick pony that they have now. I know a lot of people are complaining about it, but hey, it happens. So I do the full combo that I can, which is a weapon, a coagulation, and then a Sacrier's foot, I believe. Oh no, wait, I didn't Sacrier's foot. I didn't coagulation, my bad. I Sacrier's foot and weaponed. He deals his usual combo. He actually dealt damage with the dags, which I don't see a lot of Echoes actually doing. I see them just doing the moves that they have to buff that one-trick pony that they have. I deal damage with my weapon. I coagulation, and this time I did my combo of coagulation, weapon, because I had the 12 AP, and he doesn't end up getting that little heal that he gets from the that Agi move that he has that heals him. Sorry guys, I got something in my throat. But here, like you see, 1007 with a crit on the weapon. Like I said, guys, he has 35% res to earth. I believe he has 0 to neutral. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. And then right here, I was thinking between summoning my flying sword or switching to Vit. What I did was I switched to Vit. That way he doesn't catch me off guard and hits me with that new move that they have and one-shots me basically. So adding the Vit around the 4th to 5th turn is smart. Depending on how much they charge it, I'll even do it 3rd turn, because then it becomes a lot harder for them to one-shot you since you're reducing so much damage. You see here, I hit him with my full combo. I think I was only like 200 away from finishing him off. And then he heals with his silver Dofus, which is a pretty neat Dofus. I don't use it on the sack too much. I rather rely on the damage than actually get that little heal, which again, it to each their own. It does help. It does get you out of that pinch every once in a while. But you guys see here the damage that he's putting out. I still have 27% res to Agi, so I do have him hitting pretty weak at this point, especially with that Vit punishment stacking, and I'm still doing very decent damage, and I'm not even in the power punishment. So you guys see there, like I said, the damage is there. It's a pretty neat set. He tries to gain as much distance as possible. I write GG because there's nothing you can do for the most part to run away from a sack. He adds his 3 MP, stays in that corner, and basically glitches for the rest of the game. Real quick, si ustedes hablan español, me pueden dejar un comentario abajo de cómo fue el combate, si creen que el set es bueno o malo. Yo en verdad pienso que es bueno porque ahora mismo todo el mundo está pegado con el set de crítico. So, déjame saber abajo. But yeah, you know, for the most part, everyone is running that crit set. And this is just my counter to it. I've had it for a while. I just didn't bring it to the channel. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why. And here is, I'm versing another sack. I believe it's another crit damage sack. I'm not sure if he's Chance or Earth. Can't really remember. But I ended up getting the initiative over him, which is pretty nice. Anytime you can start the match first, it helps out a lot. I know people don't realize it, but it actually does. So you see here, he basically, you know, hides in that corner. I hit him with a condensation and then a coagulation, 2 coagulations. That way I give myself a little bit more shield. Coagulations come in handy. Oh, this is basically a crit damage sack. So this is exactly what is showing you what this crit res set does. He's running the full crit set, which is with the Spectral Bandito sword and things like that. It's just a set that has a crazy amount of crits and a crazy amount of crit damage. There's this I think he's Costa Rican Dofus player that puts up videos. I forgot what his name is, but he uses that set like crazy. He has it on, his main is an Exceller. He's pretty cool. But right here it is showing you that that this set can compete with people that are dealing high amounts of crit damage. Leave a like, a comment down below, guys. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 within the next 2 months. I'm going to try my hardest to put out videos. The more, the better. Thank you guys for everything. We reached 314 subscribers. Thank you. Peace.